Okay, welcome back, Roy Ones, to the channel. Today I got a special guest for you guys. I wanted to incorporate some astrology, some wisdom of the universe to the channel for you guys, and some information to help you out with the current month of October and how astrology plays a huge factor in our existence and what we can do to elevate our existence here. And so I brought Dandi here, who's an astrologist, who's an amazing person, and can chime in and help you guys out a great deal with what to do for this month. So, Dandi.
Hey,
hey,
what a great introduction. Well, yeah, astrology is something that's, all around us. I've been studying astrology since I was like 17 years old. And it was something that was just a great phenomenon. You would read it all the time, and I really delved into it by going to bookstores and just reading about it for years. It was not until, let's say, the past 5 years I've been going to a lot of seminars. One of the largest, she's like the goddess of astrology. Her name is Susan Miller.
I know who that is.
Yeah, so I went to one of her seminars, and I just love how she makes astrology that is, more open to the public, and it's not something that you just read behind the newspapers. And so I want to continue that and to allow people to recognize the practicality of astrology. Like, you can use it in making decisions, just like how you would watch a weather forecast to know whether or not you want to wear a coat, if you want to wear an umbrella because it's going to rain. It's the same thing when it comes to astrology.
And it really is that practical where we can make certain decisions based on the certain energies that's coming through.
Absolutely. I mean, as an astrologer with readings, people come to me for like making decisions on whether they want to move across the country, or whether or not it's the time for them to go into a different career, or whether or not that, this guy that they like or this woman that they like, are they compatible? So those things are really important, and we're all full of energy.
If they look good, they're compatible.
Well, yeah, but of course, the looks is what attracts us, what keeps us together, and it's our energetic vibrations. And so all these factors, they all work into so many parts of our lives. When it comes to family, when it comes to relationships, career, finances, you name it, astrology does take a toll on it.
Makes sense. So, with that being said, what can we expect, and what are some of the things we should do for this month?
Okay, well, October is Libra season, right? So it's Libra season. The sun is right now in Libra. What that means is that we have gone through halfway of the zodiac, and the first part of the zodiac, we're kind of like me-orientated, which started in Aries season around in April. So we were cultivating all the things that we want to do. We have been doing a lot of things. Last month in Virgo season was harvest season. It's where we've kind of got a culmination of all the efforts that we've been putting in throughout the whole astrological year. So now it's time for us to get together with others. It's the best time for partnerships. It's the best time for, if you are a couple, go out on a date. We all call this cuffing season, so it's kind of like around that time where, we start relating to each other. We start, asking, well, what do you think? What do you need? How can I help? Libra is a sign of the balance, and so they always look to the other to bring that balance to themselves. And so I think that's an energy that we should all take into account with relating with others, be it at work, be in business relationships, and of course in personal relationships.
So basically just link up with other people.
Oh yeah, it's going to be very beneficial. It's a lot of beneficial. And the thing is that we have to kind of let go of our ego, especially with this full moon that's coming up in Aries, which is the opposite sign of Libra. Aries is about I am. That's their whole mantra. And then you have Libra, which is I balance. So there's different parts in our lives we have to recognize where we could probably let go of the I am and balance ourselves with other people. It's a lot of information.
No, you know what? It makes it a lot. I guess, dealing with ourselves and dealing with other people, right? Because a lot of people that I've noticed have problems linking up with other people and taking the initial first step to be able to form some kind of partnership and whatever it may be, right? So I think that's probably something that we even have to learn how to do too, how to partner out with people. And should we go out and meet new people, or is it dealing with the people that we already have contact with to kind of work together?
Well, I think it's with people that we have around us. And if there's something that I can't do this by myself, reach out to someone. It's a benefit. People will be more receptive around this time with this energy, that people will want to help you out. Don't be afraid of that. And you mentioned one thing about, some people are not receptive to reaching out to others. It's actually kind of a generational thing. I would say from people who were born from 1985 up until the mid 70s. Pluto was in the planet of Libra. So for us Pluto is the planet of regeneration. It's a planet of death and rebirth, meaning that for us to get together as far as real personal relationships, which what Libra rules, it rules marriages as well, it rules business partnerships. You kind of have to let go of something within you in order to form that union. And most people don't want to let go. We're so used to who we are. Death is something that is really morbid to people, so people don't want to really go into that. And so this is why I kind of see within our generation there could be some relationship issues, the Pluto and Libra babies, because we don't want to let go a part of ourselves in order to be in a union with someone else. That's deep.
Well, do you have to let go a part of yourself to work in business with somebody necessarily?
Well, that's where compromise come in. Compromise is something that's what it is, because Aries is I am, and it's it's me, but you have to let go of something, and that's only compromise. That's all it is. And that's the energy of Libra. Learn how to compromise with others. Okay, all right, so you're like this and I'm like this. How can we come to the middle ground? Libra is the diplomatic of the zodiac, and so the more diplomatic you are this October, the better you will find things will manifest for you.
The more diplomatic.
Yeah.
The more I'm like, hey, I see what's going on.
Yeah, let's balance.
Have a win-win situation going on right there.
That is Libra's mantra. Win-win.
Win-win.
Definitely.
And so I see letting go. Maybe it's letting go of a thought I have about somebody else that might not be accurate, that I could actually work with. Maybe it's a feeling that I have that I need to let go that's not beneficial to me or to other people around me. That can help release some things and help me to be able to be more in tune with linking up with the right people.
You're absolutely right. I mean, our emotions are valid, definitely. But if it's hindering a partnership that maybe can be beneficial to you, or the win-win situation for them and you, it's something you should definitely take into consideration. And then Libra is also a mental energy. It's an air sign. So it's really about thinking logically, how can this work for the both of us? Diplomacy. That's something that we have to really think about. Okay, how can I logically think of ways that it can be a compromising situation for the both of us, that things can work out?
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other great tips you want to leave? The last little kick up for people?
Little tip. Well, another thing I want to tell you is something really major is happening. Jupiter's going into Scorpio. Now, Jupiter is the biggest planet within the solar system. Jupiter rules abundance. Jupiter rules growth, opportunities, luck, expansion, travel, beliefs, you name it. It's ruled by Sagittarius. And so you think of a Sagittarius, they're really bubbly, optimistic. Sometimes they could be over optimistic. Sometimes we can over exaggerate things. Everything has a negative, well, not a negative, a positive, but a shadow and a light to it. But as far as the light energy of Jupiter, it's about giving us benefits. It's the benefactor. Now, it going into Scorpio October 6th, it's gonna...
Isn't that the full moon? Isn't that when a full moon?
The 5th is on the full moon of Aries. October 5th is the full moon. So that time, that's going to be a very potent time. We will be feeling a shift of energy. So we were in Jupiter and Libra. And I don't know if you've been feeling the need or the expansive benefits of being in relationships with people. That's what we've been learning this whole past year. So now it's going into Scorpio for another year, ending in October of 2018. We will be seeing an expansion or opportunity to now take it a step further past just relating, but really getting intimate with others. And that's what Pluto is about, which is kind of the sign of Scorpio. And Scorpio, if you think about Scorpio, it's nothing surface level. They like to get deep into things. So we will, as a collective, we will find a lot of themes of getting really deep into emotions, because it is a water sign, and it's going to be a large expansion of these kind of themes. And so you can expect a lot of intimacy talks. You can expect a lot of psychology, because that rules also Scorpio and Pluto, like, you know, getting to the root of emotional issues and so forth. But because it's Jupiter, it's going to shed a light to it. It's going to be an opportunity to make things abundant.
It's not just going to be an argument.
No, it's not just going to be an argument.
This is what I think about
No, it's going to be intense nonetheless.
Yeah.
It's really going to be, it's nothing surface level that we're going to be feeling. Like, things are going to get really deep. And it's going to be something that's going to bring a lot of benefits to us. And we can look for this to happen again in October 6th, and it will last for a whole year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So this is a real potent month,
Yeah,
potent time.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really potent time.
Okay, guys, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here. October is the time to meet up.
Yes.
Get rid of any baggage that you have so you can free yourself to have that person in your life.
Yeah.
Whether it's for business, whether it's a personal relationship, or whether it's just a video collaboration like this.